Good morning, everyone. Welcome to American Scouser's Morning Coffee or Tea with American Scouser on a Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's a Wednesday. It is a Wednesday morning. I know it's Wednesday because this is good because you can look at the mug and figure out what day it is. But yes, greatest dad, Wednesday morning. How are we doing? Welcome aboard. Adri is going to be joining us shortly, running a few minutes late over here, but she'll be here on no time. Excited to see what she thought about what we saw yesterday. Very excited about what we saw yesterday. We were talking about if you were up and about in the late hours of last night. We had Rival Bros with Edip last night, and was kind of getting his take on it because obviously we're going to be a bit more biased, but even he was kind of like impressed with how well we played and how it didn't look easy, not in that sense, but in the sense that, it was so dominant as a performance, and it should have been. And Courtois, I think we can easily say now is probably the number one, right? I mean, we always have the discussion and stuff like that, but the dude is at another level, especially when he plays us, unfortunately. And if it wasn't for him, that was going to be an easy game. It was going to be like a 3-4 goal game. Kind of like stood on his head, but then McAllister hits it with his head and we win. I was okay. I mean, we were talking about it like Monday in the morning and at night, where I was going to be okay with a draw in that game, to be honest with you. I was more worried about the City game, but I think a performance like this really helps the City game as well. And I just noticed that our City is actually playing today, so we will have one more day rest and stuff. The key is going to be, and as I watched it yesterday, this is excellent. I just don't know if we have the pieces to duplicate it when we rotate. And I think that's basically we're going to wait and see if that's going to happen. But, like some of the things like Wirtz, who was amazing, I thought, yesterday. We really saw, like, what we bought. But like, can Gakpo do the same thing? I don't think so, in terms of like the amount of running and ball winning, which it wasn't even like a role that I don't know if Gakpo would be able to do. It was a lot more free flowing. I know it did. How they played and the lineup he put out there really helped us in some ways. Having Valverde there on the right hand side, it kind of helped because you can kind of like, he doesn't drive up as much. He's a great player, and honestly, taking him out of midfield, I think hurt them. We did really dominate midfield. And I think it was mostly with like the work rate, to be honest with you. I mean, you have Bellingham and stuff who's a great player, but let's face it, doesn't run a lot lately, it looks like. And that's why I think he wasn't called to the national team as well. His tackle, for example, that leads to the goal is just a very lazy tackle, first of all. And I mean, Arda, who's obviously Turkish, did not have the best game. So because physically that's not his thing either, like in terms of like running around a lot and stuff. So we really dominated like midfielder. Kevin says, and we beat Besiktas. Yes, I mean, that was a great weekend last weekend anyway, and now Tuesday kind of adds to that. Yes, that Besiktas game was something where Fenerbahce was down 2-0 and all that kind of stuff. But yes, kebab time it is. Is it free kebab time over there? Because I'm coming over there if that's the case. Alan, good morning, sir. Ryan is in the house, says, woo, Adri, and there she is.
Hey, good morning.
What's going on? Are you hungover or no? This is like a regular morning.
No, like so. I had a dinner yesterday with my in-laws, but I had just 2 beers and one cocktail, and that's it for me. Like, I'm done with it. It's just
you
terrible.
can't be hungover from 2 beers and a cocktail.
Well, I can.
Oh, okay. Well, you do you.
No, it's just like my tolerance to alcohol is just getting lower and lower. And
Really? Because you do like bartending, right?
So I like what?
Don't you do bartending?
I do, but it doesn't mean that I'm an alcoholic.
Like, slowly build the tolerance. I mean, I'm sure it's not like you take one sip and give it to the customer, but I'm just saying.
No,
I always
it's not that type of bar. It's not that type of bar. But like, excuse me. I don't know what type of bars you go that you get drunk, the bartender or something like that.
Well, Vitush used to do bartending. He can tell you all about drinking while serving, probably. Yes, he used to be. Now he sells expensive jewelry to rich people, is what he does. But yes, kebabs for everyone. So what did you think about yesterday?
Oh man, I don't know. It's delightful. It's so like I think it brings us peace, in so many ways. Because no, even from the last game, I was already feeling a little bit more confidence and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we probably got way too drunk behind the bar. Well, not me. Sorry, I'm sorry. And no, I'm really happy. I'm satisfied. I think the slot made a great work. You guys know I'm not a fan of him for so many reasons, honestly. But
You're not a fan
I
of
made
who?
a video slot.
Oh, okay. Wait, you're not a fan of him for one reason, not many reasons.
No. Wait,
Yeah, one reason, because he's so Lucho is gone. That's the only reason. Don't be making it like
no, he has this Dutch weird way of making like not controversial, but I think like he doesn't give a shit sometimes. Anything, he's like just going there to make his work, and I don't feel Slot is emotionally connected as the same way as Club, even from. And I'm not saying it's not a matter of time. I think it's just the way he is, and it's okay. It's all right. It's not like every single coach that comes to Liverpool needs to be the same way as Club,
yeah.
or yeah, like emotionally connected to it, but still this is his way. I'm not a fan, honestly, but and especially he was struggling, and I think all of us, we were doubting about him, because it was like, okay, at the beginning it's like, yeah, they're just like getting into like getting in shape and just realizing how to play, and but the time was passing, and he was like, wow, what's going on? Like, yeah, he
That's
won the
what I
Premier
don't
League
think.
with
I know
Club
what you
C.
mean. He's a different type of dude. It's a Dutch thing, but I mean, it's like Van Dijk. Van Dijk doesn't look like he cares too as he plays, right? Like he's just like so chill. But I think it's like the way. But I know what you mean. So you want your managers to be more like rah 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 kind of managers, like more active, more Colombian, if you will. But you know what I mean, more
Oh,
wild.
we are we right.
But yeah, I know what you mean there. I did not. I know there was way too much talk about him and like being replaced and all that kind of stuff. I think it's just silly. But are we seeing, just looking at the last two games alone, are we seeing that he maybe tried to put in way too many of these new guys in the beginning and it should have been a lot slower? But to be
Yeah,
fair, we all wanted him out there too. But he almost tried to make it happen because the last two games we're ultimately back to the same midfield from last year.
yeah, yeah. And I think it was just talking about like his ways and what he was just trying to prove. It's like, okay, everyone knew that he won the Premier, like the league last time with club's team, like no
Okay,
doubt.
okay, here we go, Adri. We're gonna go
Oh,
with that.
no,
The team
really.
that Klopp did not win with. You mean?
Well, but still, like, no, but he, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not, he just tried to put, like, we say, like, all the eggs on the same basket as soon as he had, like, the option,
Okay,
right?
yeah,
And
no, that's
that,
fair.
in my opinion, it was like a power, like a way of show power. Like, I'm fucking here and this is my way and it's going to work.
Nope, you froze.
He's just trying to do. I think it's just wait, Timo. Oh yeah.
You froze for a second on my screen. Go ahead. Sorry, I
Okay.
could hear the
Yeah.
sound, but the screen froze. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely working, and he's not being as stubborn as he used to, because it's like the Gakpo situation, for example. Like, and again, I know it sounds like it's a Lucho Diaz thing and stuff, but no, it's clear. And like Gakpo yesterday, he was a sub in which minute? I have it here. Minute 79 over Chiesa. He just
Oh, yes. The Chiesa thing is a little mind-boggling. I have to admit. I thought the Villa game, for example, he could have come in for 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. And when he didn't, we really thought maybe he's starting today or something like that. See, I don't know if it is, because if it was stubborn, if it was it's my way or the highway, he would have tried to change a lot more when he first came over. He did not. I think he just had a lot of new shiny toys, and he tried to make it happen. But let's face it, I mean, that's the problem that we run into now, right? So to get these guys, they're all great players, right?
Yes.
Frimpong, Kirkes, Wirtz, Isak. You signed a ton of good players.
Yeah.
So it's going to take time to bet them in. But at the same time, if they do not play, like we thought early in the season, it was growing pains, right? Slow. These guys are. It's gonna click. They're gonna get used to each other. They just did not. I think you're right. Like it was trying to do too much at the same time. I guess the question now is for them to get used to the flow of things, the speed of the pace of the league, or whatever is basically stopping them from performing as good as they are. They're gonna be playing more. So how do you do it where now you work all these guys into the new system slowly? Because Isak is,
Um,
for example, he's supposed to be available. Most likely he'll come off the bench, but for example, this weekend. But after the international break, when you have Isak back, when you have Frimpong back, how do you work these guys in?
yeah, I think more than like he has shown like he's not gonna make huge. Well, except for I forgot the game that he. Oh well, the Carabao Cup. That oh my god, that lineup it was like unbelievable. What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, you just lost your mind. Like, why? Can we? Well, later we can talk about that because I'm still like I don't understand what
I
happened.
think
But
we
what
just
the
threw
thing
that
is,
away. But here's the thing: if he didn't do that, then he's playing people who played on Saturday on that game. So he has to, because I think there wasn't, because you had so many injuries, you just could
yeah,
not. If you didn't have injuries, we were talking about this on Monday, I think. On Wednesday, you could have played Frimpong. Mamardashvili would be the sub playing as opposed to,
yeah,
because Ali would normally play. You
yeah.
would have Jones playing probably. You would have Isak playing or Ekitike playing. So you would have all
Even
these guys in
Leon,
that lineup that you
yeah.
couldn't. So it was just a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I think like yeah, definitely rotation is gonna be the key. Uh, but like that being said, I don't know if he's gonna change the lineup for tournament. You know, I think he's just gonna start to make or and I think it will be the greatest idea just to start to make the rotation in every game, like just keep playing with the same base. Of course, if it is not a sudden like a big game or in Champions League, I don't know, with another team that is it doesn't worth it, then just like try to not as drastic as he did in Carabao, but like just
Oh, okay.
try to balance the new people with our old teams. Um, it's a challenge. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand it's not an easy um, task, especially because he has so many talented people, right? And and but like good thing is just he tried to be drastic. It didn't work,
Yeah.
with Carabao, and I think he learned the lesson. So I think he's just gonna try to find a balance to just like not prove the new people because they he already did and that was something that is checked, but like more than proof, just to make them um amalgamar, like just try to put in el engranaje, like just
Wait.
I
What is this? Hold on. You lost me there. Hold
wait,
on.
wait.
Hold
How
on.
do
What
you
is the
say
thing?
engranaje, ChatGPT? It's just like engranaje. It just I'm my computer now because I think it's easier for me to have my chat GPT here. Engranaje en inglés. Chat GPT. How do you say that? So it says it's gear. I think
Gears?
it's a Colombian word like or gear. This is not working. Whatever. Okay.
You confused chat.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't feel as bad now. Even chat is confused. Okay.
I'm confused
But
too.
I know what you're saying. I think, the issue is it's not going to. let's face it, everybody who's complaining now that he tried to do the changes too much didn't want these guys out there, right? Like we wanted to like, well, let's see what Isak is going to do. Let's see what Viers is going to do and stuff. I think we're finding out that this midfield is probably our best midfield, last year's midfield.
Ooh,
Maybe not for the short run, I mean, long run, but at least for the short run, they're more familiar with each other. McAllister looks, I mean, I was talking about this on Monday. All three of those guys, if I said, hey, who's the first one to put, I think you can make a case for each one of them because I think they bring something, and then together they're like the perfect midfield. So working Wirtz in the system somehow, yeah, we keep talking about it. This is more the team for the future after like Mo leaves and stuff like that, where you can play maybe two strikers up top and you don't, but you have to, it feels odd because you do have to kind of work Mo in, but at the same time, you got to work Wirtz in. But you got to work Isak in and stuff. It almost like he has a bit too many good pieces, and he was kind of forcing it to get most of them out there.
No, and especially when like the performances from, I don't know, Salah, Gasol, like the old dudes were not like being the best. So that made everything harder because we're like, damn it, I'm just trying to prove a point here, and you're not helping. Like you're supposed to be okay, great. And you're not in shape, so what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah,
like I never thought of it, because like he was like in Salah. I think he was at some point. He said, "Well, he just trying to make an excuse, and saying like, yeah, with Lucho or Mane, like I don't know. I knew where to. I didn't have to read their movements because I knew where they're gonna be, and that made my work easier." And he was kind of blaming them in certain point when we knew he wasn't in his best moment, And it's like it's a combination of both things.
That's just being honest, isn't it? I mean, when you play with somebody all the time, you already know. There's a moment yesterday, I was actually writing in Discord, like Robo is pushing up with the ball. And it's not like Robertson is like a number 10. He's going to look up and see everybody or whatever. But he knew Mo was going to make that run, and he passed it to Mo. Like that was like almost automatic, because when you play with somebody for that long, you kind of know you're on the same wavelength.
No,
I think
I understand that, but it was just also not like it was in that moment when he was doing pretty bad. Not on I said like I understand that, and it's absolutely true too. But talking about like Slot trying to prove a point, and his old players not being in shape and not just like showing what they usually show, made his work like terrible. And yesterday, everyone was aligned, precise, and doing what they were supposed to do,
So does this continue? Like, because when the Villa game happens, all the Slot haters like yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Like all the people who want to like Slot out and like, fire that guy, sell this guy.
Yeah, no, that was too much. That was too much.
So when we beat Villa, it was about, well, that's Villa. That's how Villa played and stuff like that. Now you beat Real Madrid. I mean, I was actually shocked to see after the game that they had more possession. It just did not feel like it's because they didn't do anything with that possession, but they were actually, it was 61% them, 39% us. But I mean, the big chances, total shots and stuff like that, we dominated that game. So now you beat Real Madrid. Obviously, if you beat City, I think you can kind of say, okay, we're in a cruise. But do you think it continues, for example, against City? Does it help that these teams actually play football as opposed to just like defending? You know what I mean? Like they are open. Like they were trying to. Villa did the same thing. Real did the same thing. Most likely, City will try to do the same thing. These teams have their own ego. They're not going to just play long ball and stuff like that because they're going to say, if we do our thing, it's going to work. So do you think it helps that, we're playing against these teams that are kind of
absolutely. What I saw on Real Madrid, I have a deep hate for that team. Like this is my first enemy. Like more than Man United. I don't know. Like I really don't like Real Madrid, so I kind of like I've been watching them too, and exactly talking about ego. They were like, "Yes, this is gonna work," and of course, it certain way. They were playing their way, and Slot knew it, and he made like the perfect. They were pressing high. They were like play on the right wing all the time, kind of, and from there is where we had like the best chances. And when we like put Real Madrid like in trouble, you know, like I think his tactic was so clear, even like for people like me that I'm just like trying to understand football every day more and more. It was pretty clear, you
Yeah.
know. I think I have it here. Yes, I put the team was pressing high and focusing attacks on the right side, which gave us control, and it took away Real's stupid Madrid comfort zone, which is their usual calm build up.
Yeah.
You know, it says we double up Vini and Connor ate him up, for example. Like it's I think for me again that I'm not big on like football terms or stuff. I was watching the game and I was impressed. I was like, this is so clear for me, like in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I think it helps uh, that we are playing with this type of teams definitely when like where slots can go and be like, okay, I think this is gonna happen and they're not gonna be open probably, but they're gonna get stick to their old ways. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the
This
problem
makes
is
sense?
we're gonna see what happens when we play a Nottingham Forest or something like that, and see, when a team defends and plays long ball and stuff like that. I mean, but I do think this midfield will do better against those teams as well. They have done it before, so they will do it again. There's a lot more control to it than anything else. Kevin says, how can you hate a team more than Manchester United? I agree to that question. I mean, I don't know
I
how that's
don't know.
possible.
There's
Oh,
something.
like, do you root for, like, have you rooted, like, growing up for Barcelona or something like that, or just hate
No,
Real overall? Okay.
no, never. No, no, no,
Even
never, never.
when,
I just hate
what's
them.
that kid's name was there? Hamas?
James Rodriguez, yeah, even like,
Even then,
yeah.
really? Okay, that's a
I
lot of
never,
hate. Even if you didn't root
yeah,
for
I
your
never,
boy Hamas
I've
there.
never liked them. They are just like a big mouth, and so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
you watch him play. It reminds me of Galatasaray in Turkey. Like, there are players like, Mbappe, who I can't stand. Vinicius, like they're all like throwing themselves all over the place because they
oh
get
my
those balls in
god,
Spain. And like your hand goes by them, the wind of your hand just hurts them. It was just like it was ridiculous. But
it was
they get those balls in
ridiculous.
Spain.
Oh my god, like they like I remember it was Connor to Mbappe, right? Like he
Yep.
was just like trying to like for balance or something, and he just like did this idiot. He was like, oh, and that was the oh my, was the, what are you doing? Why? Why?
This whole head thing is, we were talking about this with my brother as we were watching the game. It's just gotten so obnoxious. Like,
Mm,
it's becoming, people make fun of like NBA and stuff like that, where like players like flop and all that kind of stuff. It's, and soccer players always get made fun of, especially here in America, right? For like,
yeah.
exaggerating and stuff like that. It's not helping the cause when everybody is
Yeah.
constantly on the ground holding their head now. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
gee, and it sucks because when there is a serious head injury, like the one with McAllister in the United game,
Yes.
that you can't tell what's
Yes.
fake and what's real,
Yes.
because anybody and everybody just holds their head and like throws them on the ground. And I know it's mainly because it's not usually to stop the game, it's usually get the red card or the yellow card or whatever. But God,
Yeah.
man, it's a hard watch
Yeah.
seeing like
Yeah.
these
If they don't,
adults on the ground holding their heads, rolling around and stuff. It's like, come on.
yeah, you're totally right. That makes like some red cards pretty unfair. Like
Yep.
for example, like Lydia's red card yesterday, and like we had the same action with remember right with I forgot the name. It's from Bayern, Musiala, and I don't remember who was the goalkeeper, but they don't even show a yellow card. and it was a terrible
Oh,
injury. Like it's just, well, whatever.
I did not see the
Yeah.
red card yet. I know we were talking about the like, oh, he already scored 2 goals and stuff, and then the next thing we knew, he had a red card. So we're like, oh, I'm like, oh, Adri is
Yeah.
not gonna be happy.
Yeah. I
But
wasn't
I heard it
watching the
was
game, of
pretty
course,
bad.
but like
It was pretty bad. I heard, right? His red, like it was a
it
red.
was it was I think I mean it could be open to
Oh,
any
okay. It's only
lecture,
open
you
to
know?
Colombian.
But yeah. No, it wasn't he was like it wasn't Caesar, but like he never like closed his legs, or it was, in my opinion, no, really, 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 really. It was bad. It was for a yellow card. I don't know if for a red card, because probably the injured looked bad, and that made the referee change his decision, because he wasn't like intentional,
Oh,
really.
I gotcha. Okay,
Like
but yeah,
it wasn't like an animal action when you're like, fuck, what the fuck is doing this guy? Like, it was a stupid move, yes, but it wasn't for red, in my opinion. Like, no.
I gotta go back and watch it. I know, like, I just feel like the whole. First of all, it doesn't. We've all been smacked in the head playing this game. Usually, the pain is more like. I mean, when I hit you on the head, you don't roll around. It's usually you just hold your head in pain. You're down, right? Like I don't remember like rolling around holding my head because it's like your head is bonking, right? Like you're just like trying to. It's almost like you're trying to hold your head in place. Usually, you're in pain,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
like these guys rolling around because somebody hit their feet is ridiculous. Like who does that? It's like this is why
No,
like I
Mbappe.
hate Neymar, for example. It's like Neymar like behavior
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And but Mbappe and Vini last night, they were awful. I was like, so uh, this is ridiculous. It's like, shame on you. Your team is looking like shit, and you're just making it worse. Like,
But I think
just
that's they do that in Spain and they get away with it. And then not only like they get away with it, they get to call, they might get a yellow card. I mean, I think yesterday, I mean, we probably have to talk about that because Bradley, if he could play Real Madrid every day, that dude would probably be up for a lot of awards because he's like,
yeah.
he waits for these games, then he plays the Real Madrid game. He was amazing yesterday,
It was
but I think the
amazing.
goal was to get him a yellow card because he does get easy yellow cards. That's what we
Yes,
always complain about him.
yes,
And that's the thing, they do that in Spain. They get away with it. They get the opponent the yellow card. Now the dude can defend you as well, so you can keep
yeah,
running past them and stuff. So they were trying that, but obviously it did not work. Yeah, I mean that was a great, great performance by Bradley.
yeah,
Cantona, Ronaldo, Rooney. Yes, yeah.
yeah.
I mean
Yeah,
Manchester United. There is nobody. Real has got, growing up like I don't know,
yeah.
like growing up in Turkey. I don't know if it's like this in Colombia, right? Like you're growing up, it's almost like when I was a kid, you watch. There wasn't. Well, I'm a lot older than you, but there wasn't as much soccer on TV.
No.
So yeah, trust me. But take my word for it. Yeah. But like in every country, you had a team that you had a more liking to. Like if they showed you Italian soccer, I mean, I
Yeah,
grew up watching that Juventus team with, Platini and Rossi and Zoff and all these guys. Like I was like, oh, I really like this team. If you were watching the Spanish league, like when I was a kid, I liked Real Madrid over like Barcelona. But as you get older, you kind of like, you don't like, yeah, I don't like have to root for them kind of a thing. I don't have to pick a team in every country kind of thing, and you get more connected to one team.
yeah,
And I
yeah, yeah.
think because of recent history, is it because they're winning and it's easier to hate a winner, or is it just because the way they're winning and what they do and the players they have, like Ramos and these Vinicius, Mbappe, kind of? Is it the characters they have, or is it because they're winning and we kind of people hate on it, or is it both?
I see both.
I gave you an easy way out, so you took it. Nice.
Yeah. Is it both? Like, definitely. I don't know. I think I told you when I started to make content on social media, I was interviewing fans all around New York. And I went to like these specific bars, and like, man, Real Madrid fans are so, I don't know what word to use. Most of them, not all of them, gotta say. But you can tell I don't feel like a genuine. connection or love for the club. It's more about like people that loves to win, you know?
Yes,
And
like a lot of bandwagon people
yes,
probably. Okay.
yes, yeah, and you can see it. It's just like I don't like people that just like take advantage in life in general, you know? Like when
Yeah.
they're just like so superficial and everything is like there's not like a deep meaning on like what you're doing or why are you rooting for someone or why, and that's the feeling that I have for Real Madrid fans
They're
in general.
doing what I was doing as a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
They're doing it as an adult. Basically, is what's happening. They're like, yeah, you know what?
totally.
Who's winning? I'll support them. Kind of a thing. For a lot of
Yeah,
them, like I say, not all of them, but for a lot of them. And I feel like a lot of fans it's almost like the blue pill or the red pill. Like, are you gonna take Real Madrid or are you gonna take Barcelona? And like, it feels like people had to pick sides, and then we had
yeah,
that
yeah,
whole Messi Ronaldo thing to add to that. Are you a
yeah.
Ronaldo guy? Are you a Messi guy and stuff? So I think a lot of fans, it's almost like they picked without even knowing what they picked, or they picked
Yeah.
Ronaldo and therefore they picked Real Madrid, kind of a thing. So it's this
I
new
know.
young generation. You know what I mean? It's just what a pain. What a pain. To be
Yeah.
fair, I did follow after really.
Wow.
Why are you following Hamas around? I mean,
Why
first
not?
of
Like he
all,
was
if you're
amazing.
following
But
him around, you're gonna be exhausted because that
yeah.
dude moved
I was
all
gonna
around the
say,
world. Like in like 5 years, he had like 20 teams or something.
come on, he's not a club. He's not a club dude. He's a player from national team for a national team. I gotta admit it. He's not a club guy.
Where is he at
He's
now?
not. Huh?
Where is he now?
He's in Mexico, but he's gonna be as a free agent on December, which is terrible for us. He's probably
In
getting
December.
close to the
In December, he's gonna be a free agent. Like January 1st, kind of a deal. That's weird. Like, is that's how the contracts go in Mexico?
apparently he's just like yeah. So I don't know what we're gonna do because oh my god, it's the same old shit with him. Really, we love him, but
Because he still
no,
plays for the national team, right?
yeah.
And what
Yeah,
is he?
he does.
Like
He's the
he's 30,
captain.
isn't he?
He's in Leon. In Leon.
Oh, okay. How old is he now, though? He has to be in his 30s.
33,
Okay. I was
34,
gonna say, I mean,
33,
what was the
34.
World Cup that's, he is like
Yeah.
a typical example of a World Cup dude. Like, like he played great in the World Cup and suddenly everybody was like, who is this kid? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, to be fair, like he's a good player and everything. I just don't
Yeah.
know. His style is a bit lazy. Is that fair to say?
It is fair to say. I think it's just more. Yeah, it's old school.
Yes, old
He's
school number 10, right? He's like, when you
yeah,
guys get the ball, give it to me and I'll do
yeah.
something crazy. Just watch what I'm gonna do, kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
and
Yeah,
for yeah, for modern football, that doesn't work at all. And our
yeah.
team right now is just trying to get into this new fast pace, and Hammonds doesn't. No,
Yeah, you have to run, you have to press. You can't
you
just have
have
a
to
guy in
run.
the especially in the middle of the pitch. It's one thing to have a number 9 who doesn't press, but you can't have a guy in the middle
Yeah,
of the pitch anymore who's just like, yeah, when you guys
no,
get the ball, look me up, kind of a thing. Yeah, okay, I got you.
yeah. So
Um,
it's been a big thing, Columbus stuff as well.
Going back to yesterday, because you did
Yeah,
mention Mo. Not the best game by him, but I saw Mo working a lot, like off the ball and stuff like that as well, like defensively coming back. I mean, you were talking about doubling up Vinicius and stuff. There were a lot of times he was the second one and not necessarily like Gravenberg and stuff like that. What do you make of like where are you at with him? Because I thought he was ridiculously over criticized. I know he's in poor form, but I felt like everybody was shit and like people were like picking on him because he saved our ass, because he sets such a high standard, because he's not
yeah.
scoring every game and stuff like that. I know he was
Mhm.
poor. I'm not like defending his play, but I felt it was a bit over the top how people went at him. And you kind of like mentioned him by name. So
Yeah,
what do you think
I don't
before
know.
you?
I don't think it was like over the top in certain way. Honestly, I think kind of deserve it because he was, yeah, first of all, he was not being he was not trying to get into like these new ways of, again, like slot, the new team, just trying to press back and forth. Like he was not in that mood at all. And like I saw him something, I saw something specific yesterday, and I don't know if this is the right way to say it, like the second pass, because he was always just trying to
Yeah,
shoot,
yeah, yeah.
shoot, shoot, shoot. Yesterday, a couple of times, I was like, "Whoa, whoa, you're giving the ball away! What?" So
Yeah, I think is that
definitely,
frustration. Like he wants to score and get out of the ruts, kind of thing, and like he was kind of forcing things. Whereas
I don't.
last year he was like passing here, like he was creating because he knew he was gonna get his goal anyway. He was getting his goals. It feels like he has to get goals to kind of get in the rhythm
Yeah,
of things.
like before, right? Are you
Yes.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I never thought of it. Yeah, you're right. Probably he was just like feeling the pressure of like, what's going on with me? I'm not scoring. I need to do it. Fuck it. Like it's not like
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not giving this ball away. And I think he gave up. Like he was like, all right, whatever. Even like on his Twitter, he just like took away the Liverpool player, and he has nothing on like his description of his profile. That sends a message to probably, and I think he's just like at at this point where I don't know how to put this
I mean,
in
people
good
were
words.
selling him like they were like sell him in January and stuff. That's what I
No,
was like
no,
reading. Like it was, and I feel like when you're a player like that, you feel like you put your heart and soul in. You did so
yeah,
much. You're one of like the legends of the club already, and people turn on you that much. I thought it was childish to take that stuff off of Twitter and stuff. You would think
hmm
a guy his age would have thicker skin and know better by now. That's what I would expect. Like my Nunez did this. We said he's
oh,
immature.
all the
He's
time.
a kid,
Oh my god,
right?
oh my
But
god,
so I
yeah.
would think he would have thicker skin and he wouldn't do that. So I thought it was kind of silly. But at the same time, I understand the frustration of someone saying, "You got to be kidding me. Like, I didn't score within a 3 week period." And now, because people were saying he got his money and he's not playing anymore and stuff. That's what I mean. It was so freaking over the top.
Yeah, yeah, but yet I think people people didn't mind that he was like, let's be honest, kind of a selfish player because he
Yes.
was just so accurate when he was scoring. They didn't mind, you know.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, whatever. Yeah, okay. But when he wasn't like scoring, it was like, oh, you selfish, blah, 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 you know.
Yeah.
That like in that moment matters. So it's just a double phase situation, and we know and we knew forever how like what type of player he was. He was a killer, yeah, and you cannot be always that person like 24/7.
Yep.
So I think it's definitely unfair the treatment that he received. And but in certain way, I saw a different person yesterday. I think he was more to like no, I don't know why. I don't know why. I saw him a little bit more humble in
More of
terms
like
of
a
like
team player, right? Like
yes,
he was like, what is the team gonna need today? I don't know, that's Real Madrid. Obviously, he has bad blood with Real, so I'm sure
yes,
that helped the cause. But even in the Villa game, I thought he did a lot more work off the ball.
yes,
And yeah, I mean, look, last year, we always like we laughed and enjoyed like how he was like, yes, I'll score. Like if I defend less, I'll score more goals and stuff like that.
mhm,
Is um now when you don't score goals every freaking day, it's a big deal. Well, you were okay with the last year, with the way the setup
exactly,
was. So they're like, well, if you're not going to
exactly,
score, then defend. Well, you can't just, switch to
yeah,
the other side and now who's going to
no,
score? I don't know. I mean, Tony says, yeah, I mean, Virgil has been very vocal about all the bullshit like that people have been saying, like in the post
with
match stuff
Rooney
like that.
yesterday on an
Yes,
interview. Ooh,
with Rooney, I saw him after the post match in the Villa game. Like it was a simple question, and he went on for like 2 minutes. Even he said he was like that was a bit long and stuff like that. Whereas Mo has not said anything, but I'm positive he feels exactly the same way. He's not voicing
Yeah,
it, but Verge
yeah,
was voicing like that it was bullshit. Not only to
yeah.
him, but the slots to the team. It's just like how fast people turn really pisses me off because these are the same people in June are gonna complain when a player leaves for like another team and they're gonna be like, he's not loyal and stuff. Whereas in 2 weeks they sold Mo. Same people who were crying for Mo to get a contract. Speaking of players who are rats, what did you make of Trent's appearance yesterday? Because
I'm
I
gonna
read a lot
be
of stuff online. I
totally
want
on.
to see where you're at with this.
I'm gonna be totally honest, and I'm gonna talk of my feelings and how I felt, how uncomfortable I felt when he came just from when they were training at the beginning um of the match, not playing, but just training. He was laughing, but I think it was like his heart was breaking in million and million of pieces.
You like a
To be honest,
nervous laugh?
yeah, yeah. I think they saw him. There's like images of him like having lunch by himself after like the mural thing, the rat and all that stuff. Like, oh, I don't know. And I was making things for my social media and I was recording myself. And I remember like watching that in my faces. I watched it again and I was like, oh no, like stop. Like, no. And it doesn't mean that I think he's a rat and that like he didn't do the right thing and it was bullshit and like all that stuff. But I think were we went over the top yesterday with him. Like
Really?
I
I
don't know
loved
if
it. I loved
I
every
don't.
second of it. The mural thing is bullshit. Honestly, not because it's Trent, it's disrespectful to the guy who did the mural. To me, more than
Yeah.
anything else, because that's disrespectful. Because there's a lot of work that goes into that, and that's disrespectful to that. Not to mention, like you can't change history; it's there. Like
Yeah.
he was at the time and all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was kind of like bullshit to do that. That's
Yeah.
I don't approve of that. But him getting booed, the fans singing the Gerard song to just rub it in his face, and then the fans loving it every time he fucked up on the pitch. I loved every freaking second of it. I mean, I was like, this is vintage. This is how I felt like that's how fans should react. There is none of this. Oh, he was one of us thing. If somebody punches you in the face, or even worse, stabs you in the back, like does shit behind your back, you're not gonna be like, oh, that's okay, you're one of us and stuff. You're not one of us anymore if you stab us
No,
in the
of
back.
course.
You do not want to be one of us. And not only that, it's fine. You wanted to go somewhere. I'm okay with it if you wanted to go somewhere. We talked about this a lot, like, unfortunately, way too much about it, probably during the contract thing. I'm okay with him wanting to go to Real and hang out with his boy Jude and all that kind of stuff. But the way he did it and the
No, I
bullshit he
know.
said, that's what. So he is a rat and he should be
Yeah, he's
treated
a
as such.
liar. He's a liar. He's a
Yeah.
rat. Virgil, for the very first time, was so clear, so cold with his answer. Like
Yep.
you saw him before, or are you? No, like it was clear. Like he's mad. Like everyone is mad.
Yeah.
Even Virgil it's mad, and I get it. It's not that I get it. Like I'm a Liverpool fan. I am mad, and I
Yeah.
think he's a freaking liar. He's an idiot. And probably yes, like this, like you saw this Amazon Prime, like thing that they made of him, asking him
I
like,
did
"Are you
not
gonna
watch that
celebrate?"
actually. I kept seeing it. I just don't know if I can watch Trent for 20 minutes. I think that's how long it was. But was it good?
I saw clips. No, I just saw a couple of clips.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
when they were asking him, "Are you gonna celebrate if you score?" And he was like, "No." And I'm always be like, I think I want to be part of the team all the time. I don't know. Like I they were just trying to soften the situation, and I think they made it worse a little bit. It was
That's
like,
why I didn't
uh,
want to watch it because I was just gonna like have to go take a shower afterwards because I knew
yeah,
like it was gonna be all like
I
cheesy and it
feel
was like I
dirty.
still love the city and all that kind of bullshit. It's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I don't want to even hear from him. I don't care about him. He can go to hell for all I
yeah,
care. And that's why when he came on, it's really gutsy for, I mean, first of all, for him to put him in. I think that was like a desperate move to see maybe we get something out of this kind of thing. And I was afraid he's going to put in a cross that ends up being a goal or something like that. But
Oof.
no, he got
No,
everything that he
he was
deserved
scared.
yesterday.
He was absolutely scared.
Yes.
Like he had the ball. He was like, no, you take it. Like, I don't want it. No more booze, please. No more.
I wonder if he even wanted that moment. You know what I mean? Like to get that assist against Liverpool and stuff like that. I just don't know if he wanted. I listened to the interview of like Bellingham after the game, like trying to like defend Trent and stuff like that, which made it even worse, like you're saying, which is like, just shut up. You hate it. You just shut up. Like there's nothing to defend. Just shut up. So yeah, no, I just wonder like where you were at. So you think it was too much? What would you rather have him do? Let me ask you that. Because I love it, like I said.
Yeah, it's just utopic. I know that was not gonna happen, but it's just like I knew the booing were gonna happen, but not like in the pre-match. Probably if they, like just, I don't want to say that, but yeah, leave him alone. If the guy is just gonna play, if he's gonna like no, I'm sure the fucking idiot, he can't sleep. He has nightmares. I know. Good. Because when you act like he did, there's nothing in your mind that can give you peace because he did everything wrong. Everything. Yeah. And like when I have people, I remember when I was just making videos of him when all this situation was happening, I had a couple of people telling me like, oh, so you never walk alone, but if you want another club, then you walk alone. It's like, man, it's just different. It's the way he did. He has the fucking right to just go whatever he wants. But why he lied? Why he just like steal us? Like why, So I'm pissed off. I don't like Trent at all. I think he's an idiot.
If you're pissed off, why didn't you like the booing? I'm pissed off and I loved it.
Because I think it was just over the top. Like, it's okay. If I was expecting the boos and like the bullying when the referee was just like, when they were making because he's not going to be started at Real Madrid, but when they were just like making the substitution, in that moment, I was like, okay, he needs the boo. It's not like, bravo. No, like I wasn't expecting that either, And like, of course, they boo every time that he was just like making like a mistake or just touching the ball. It doesn't matter how. But the mural thing, and then the pregame, and then this, and then it's like,
oh, okay. I see what you mean now. All right. Yeah, the match was probably enough. I didn't catch like the pre. I'm like when I'm really nervous about a game, I try to do anything but the game. Like I literally turn it on for kickoff. I'll go watch something else or do something. Try to keep myself busy because otherwise I get nervous just watching them warm up and stuff. So I'll do so. I didn't watch the pre-match. The mural thing is, like I say, stupid. Not because of him, but more for the guy who did the mural, like I said. And just dumb. That's just like destroying property, causing damage. You're not doing anything. The booing, the singing CVG song, more booing, celebrating, and all that kind of stuff. That only hurts Trent, and I'm all for it. I'm here for it. So yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed that. Especially, I thought the best moment was them singing Stevie G song because that has to hurt. I was like, this has to freaking hurt him, and I hope it did.
Like that's great. All right, okay, he deserves it. But like everything else, I think it was just like we have better things and like important things to focus on than Trent. I really hope for the next time or in future occasions, like just get over it. Fucking not the fucking idiots. Like that. That's it. It's just when you have an ex and you're all the time like, I'm over it. I'm over him. But blah, 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 blah. Or it's like.
I think he's gonna get it anytime we play him. It's gonna be like Sterling. Like anytime we play Sterling, regardless of where he was coming from, because he kept coming with different teams to Anfield. So anytime he comes over, he was gonna get booed. So I think the same thing is gonna probably happen with Trent. Anytime we play him, I think he's gonna get it. He should get it. He deserves it. But
well, if you say so, but I don't know. Like,
was he bulked up? I didn't even pay attention. I really can't stand him at this point. So. Yeah, and maybe that's why we have a ridiculous Bradley too yesterday as a right back playing. And I thought it was kind of telling that he didn't start. He started Valverde over him, like
Yeah.
playing Valverde out of position. And I know he's coming back from injury and stuff like that, but I think Xavi knew he was going to get that. And he did not want him to get it like from the beginning of the game. That's why I thought it was a really desperate move to throw him in, hope for a miracle over there. So
Yeah.
Ryan says
was
he's with you. Let it go. Not worth the energy. See, I'm a spiteful asshole. So I will. Yeah, I hate to say it. I
oh
hold
my
grudges.
God.
I hold grudges. It is what it is. I'm not proud of it, but it's part of me. So
No,
I
I
hold
understand the
grudges. I hope they
frustration
do
and
it every
everything.
time.
Just I don't want to be like. That's why when you asked me first, I just started saying I think it's more like a personality situation, and I told you the truth. Like I felt even when he was like he came into the pitch and he was training, I was on in front of the television and I was like, "Fuck you," you know. But then they were, I did. And then everyone started like, whoa, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable to watch. Like he was like,
No, I love it. That's why his lack of comfort comforted me. I was so happy.
oh my
I don't know
God.
what I said. Angie can probably tell you because I was like cussing up a storm at him. Like when he had that cross, I was like, yeah, nice cross, bitch. Like when it became like a throw in. But yeah, so yeah.
oh
But
my
yeah,
God, no.
I do. You're right though. It is a lot of like a personality thing, and I do
Yeah.
hold grudges. Once,
I
yeah. Watch out, Adri. If you wrong me, yeah, I will hold
yeah,
the
I was gonna say like just watch out. Like you watch out. Like if every time that I'm gonna have a drink before, like on Tuesdays, I'm gonna be like, woof, if I miss, like, listen, I have a podcast tomorrow, and I don't want this guy as an enemy. So just like, can we just slow down, or I'm just gonna say no to everyone that invites me to have a drink
Yeah,
on a Tuesday
not
night.
even peers the night before from now on. Okay, City game, early prediction. How do you think it's gonna go?
This is gonna be in the Etihad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof, well, Haaland is just it's unstoppable. I saw him the last game. He's a beast.
But he's
He's
like
doing
wide open.
pretty
How
good.
is he that wide open? Like the last time I remember any of our attackers that
Yeah.
wide open going was like Ekitike
Yeah.
against Frankfurt. But it never
Mm-hmm.
happens in the Premier League where like they're just like running from like halfway line all by themselves. I'm like, how is this even happening? Like, what kind of defending is this? Why don't they defend us like this with like a ridiculous
Yeah.
high line that we can run behind?
I'm gonna go after like this injection of confidence, and especially before Real Madrid's game. I think it's gonna help us a lot. I don't think Zlat is gonna make major changes. Honestly, I don't think so. Probably he's gonna. I don't think so.
You think Gakpo comes
Maybe
back or we
Gakpo.
play like this?
I was gonna say that. I
Maybe
was gonna
Gakpo.
say like
Okay.
probably Gakpo is gonna be he's only, which I hate, man. I don't know why he's so obsessed.
Who, Gakpo
You
is
tell
upset or
me,
you're upset?
yeah, you tell me with Gakpo. Like he's a great player. I'm not saying he's not, but like how like
He's a little too pretty. He's like the complete opposite of your boy Lucho, where you had Lucho didn't know where he was going, leave alone like us, right? Like he would start dribbling and he was suddenly next to Mo. We're like, dude, what are you
yeah.
doing over here? Like, he didn't even know where he was going. I get the
Yeah.
same thing with like Sadio Mane was like that too. It was a lot more
Yeah.
instinct. So they were just like doing stuff. So it was very unpredictable because, like I say, they didn't even know what they were gonna do. So
Yeah.
with Gakpo, I think Gakpo gets the ball. We all know what's gonna happen. He's just gonna
Yeah.
cut in,
Same
right,
thing.
and shoot
Boom.
it. If he varies
Same
that, I think
thing.
that's on him. If he plays the overlap every once in a while, or he did try to do that chip to Mo, for example, in the Villa game, you
But
gotta
he
mix
looks
it up.
bad. But
Yeah.
he looks bad. Like he looks
Yeah.
uncomfortable. He's just like out of his thing, you know? But I think now that you mentioned that, club's like situation or club's team was a little bit more messy, kind of like the energy was
Yeah.
just all over. And probably Slot is not a fan of that, and is more a fan of a Gakpo's type of player that is a little bit more organized, maybe.
Yeah,
I
like a
don't
more
see
like
anything
positional discipline. Like this is where you have to
positional,
be. Kind of. Yep.
exactly.
Yep. Yep.
So
I agree.
I think that's the. I'm just trying to find an answer and not be judgy, being judgy with that. As I told you, I just before the game, I made a video on social media saying, like, telling to my followers and to the fans that like love Liverpool like me, like let's let's keep trusting the slot, like let's trust the process. We cannot like. It's not like I know I'm saying I'm not a big fan of Slot, but like
Yeah, I
who
mean, I
cares?
think
He's
he's
our
earned it.
manager, and like
Like he's
yeah,
earned it. I've kind of really like seeing the support he got from like the stadium the last two games and stuff like that. So it's just like social media craziness that you
yeah,
mostly see. And honestly, like
yeah,
I probably shouldn't let it bug me that much, but it still does. Unfortunately, when I see stuff like that, it's like, dude, it is so brain dead, and you can tell the players see
yeah,
it just by what Van Dyke is saying. Okay, give me a
yeah.
score for Saturday.
I'm gonna go with let's let's say 1-0 with Savos the scoring.
Oh, okay. I'm sticking with the 2-1, I think. I think I went with the 2-1. I'll stick with the 2-1. I think we might pull this off because I think again it suits how we play. And if we play like the
Yeah,
Real, honestly, that's why I called it a couple of weeks ago, like 10 days ago or whatever, that this team might be winning the Champions League this year and not the Premier League.
yeah,
And yesterday shows, I think, why on a given day rested, this team can beat anybody and make anybody look bad. They made Real
yeah.
look like a bad team. And this is Real
Absolutely.
Madrid, who had only lost one game so far this season, including all
Except
Champions
for
League games.
Courtois. Courtois, oh
Yes.
my God.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. I mean, if it wasn't for him, it would be like even like
Yes.
a bigger, you would destroy him more.
Yes.
So yeah, I do have faith
What a
that we
goalie.
do get them. That's why, yes, Holland's will hopefully not Holland's, but somebody I think set piece or something like that. But I'll 3-2
Mm.
says Kevin. Yeah, either way, as long as it's a win. But that's it for us today. Audrey, thanks for hopping on.
Of
And thanks to all
course.
those in the chat. Hit the thumbs up.
Thank you, guys.
Spread the freaking word. We're trying to get to 1,500 over here. I know we've been kind of like off air for a little bit during the international break and stuff, but trying to get those numbers. So spread the words, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys soon. Take care.